what's going on? Odharma here, and welcome back to episode number 94 of my level series where we take Hashtag United through the levels of the footballing pyramid. Now, as always, before we get into today's episode, really appreciate it if you would hit the subscribe button down below if you're interested in Football Manager content. Now, it's going to be hard to believe, but bear with me because I'll run you through the schedule. It's been crazy. We are still undefeated after 2 months in the Championship. It's just unbelievable that we've still managed to continue as undefeated. Nonetheless, we start off then with a 3-0 win over Everton. Very, very comfortable. I think they might have played their second string team, but it's hard to tell. They played a lot of youth players, but the values were there. They were like £20 million players, 25 million. So they probably wasn't their full strength team, but I bet they had a couple of starting 11 players in there. Nonetheless, we won 3-0 at home. Bidace, McSween, Richards with the goals. Let's go. Follow that up then with a 1-1 draw against Brentford. Not a fair result in the end, actually. McGreedy getting the goal for them earlier on, and then McSween again scoring early on in the second half to secure a point for us. Then again, we got 1 point against Hull. Middleton scores early doors, 5 minutes gone. Then Jack Shaw for them scores late on to steal a point in that game. Bit disappointing when you get all the way to the 89th minute and then don't get the 3 points. Then a really good result against Newcastle. Didn't expect us to dominate them as much as we did. Middleton with a goal, McSween with a brace. Again, you can kind of see this guy's an absolute monster. They scored late on to get a consolation, but we dominated that game completely, and it was so pleasing to see. Then we had a nice little 1-0 Jim Gold scoring early from just the 6-yard box, really, from a corner. Tapped it home pretty much, and then we managed to hold on for the rest of the game. We were all on the ropes. I'm not gonna lie, we were on the ropes, but we got the job done and got the 3 points. And then in the last game, the ration of Millwall 4-1. Hutchinson with a goal, Foden and McSween with a brace. Very, very nice. So where that leaves us then in the table is we are sitting in second place, 3 points behind Huddersfield. We have got a game in hand on us at Huddersfield, and we are joint with Southampton at the moment. So we're looking good. We are the only team that is still undefeated in the league, and I'm hoping to continue that run today. We've got Ipswich in the league, which is going to be a toughie because they are sitting in 6th at the moment, so no pushovers. And then we've got West Brom in the 4th round of the Carabao Cup, another Premier League team. Can we make it 3 Premier League teams, Scalps, this season? We're going to find out shortly. But first, we've got to deal with the business, which is Ipswich Town. Right, okay then. Just have a little scout through. People looking quite tired, like Marsden's got a little niggle. Anderson's coming on. Morris. What else we got? Watkins. Rest of the team, I think we can get away with. Middleton's performances have picked up slightly since the last episode, so we're going to run with it. See what happens. I'm going to switch back to extended highlights as well, because the last episode, when I edited it, as you've obviously seen, it was only worked out about 14 minutes long, which could work in a different format, but because this is kind of a long Let's Play series, I feel like it makes sense to kind of keep the episodes at the length that they have. I'm showing the extended highlights where you've got a few more opportunities going by and stuff like that. It makes it a bit more entertaining because you don't know definitely there's going to be a goal. But I'm planning on doing a mini series later towards the end of this game's life cycle, and I think I might do the key highlights for it, kind of keep the episode short, because it'll work a bit better for the kind of idea that I've got. It's going to be using the one season wonder tag that I used for my Sheffield United, which is the first series I ever did, but I'm going to try and do it with different teams, kind of do maybe 8 episodes per season. You get one season with a goal in mind, whether it's to prevent relegation or gain promotion, or win a certain cup or something like that. There's a target in mind anyway within the season that you've got to attain and hopefully achieve, and try and keep on the episodes nice, short and sweet, easily digestible episodes, whereas these are for the real hardcore kind of fans of Football Manager, I guess, who want to follow a journey, a story arc of us progressing through the divisions and all that kind of stuff. So I think that's where my thought process is kind of at with this. We're on the ropes at the moment. We're on the ropes for sure. Early doors, come on, defend. Good tackle, goal. Yes, that's it. He's kind of forced his way into the team, to be fair to him. Some decent performances. Really showing his worth over the past few games. He is decent. He's got some good stats in there for sure. Could be one that we may look to sign, do a Simon Thompson or a Lee Valentin Cherney. Try and maybe sign on. But I suppose it all depends on, to be fair, their contracts were running out. That's the only reason why we managed to sign them. But hopefully we can try and nab a couple of players again. Middleton, nice, skips past one. Not a bad shot. Not a bad shot, I suppose. Nice little dink past anyway. Not been the best. Watkins is having a bit of a poor time of things from the looks of it. Poor old Reuben. McSween's having a shocker. Middleton's not having a great game either. We are getting dominated in regards to chances on our goal, aren't we? To be fair, we're not really dominating possession all that much. Passing completions pretty close. They're winning more tackles, I'm winning more headers as well. So they're doing the dirty work better than us. Getting the hands dirty. We need to kind of match their tenacity, I suppose. We need to do something, that's for sure. Let's go, Anderson, nice. That ball was anything but nice though. Oh no. No. Oh my god, Toby, what were you doing there, my son? What were you doing there? Come on, boys. Let's get something going now. This can't be our first defeat of the season. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. I refuse to believe. No. Yeah, offside. Easy. Easy. Watkins, he's currently the top scorer in the championship, I think, at the moment with Brentford, and he's banged one in for Ipswich, and we are 2-0 down, and it's going to be a long way back, I think, now. I mean, McSween's had a shocker. Give Bosley a go. Everyone's just looking nervous, anxious, like it's just not what you want to see. God, the defence has been awful today. What is going on, man? So poor. They're having opportunities after opportunities on our goal. Oh my Christ. I believe we've lost, and in this fashion as well. It's a bit annoying, I'm not gonna lie. I'm very disappointed with our performance. Terrible performance this is. Really is awful, man. Awful. "27 shots to bad." 27. I don't get how this has happened, to be honest. Oh my Christ. There you go, full time whistle then. Ipswich 2, Hashtag United 0. End of our undefeated streak then. Comes to an end after 13 games. Disappointed. I mean, what more can I say? It was terrible. We've got to try and dust ourselves off now and bounce back for this West Brom game, which is going to be tough in its own right, as they are a Premier League team currently and have better players than us. So yeah, without further ado, I guess we just get to the team selection for that one. So before we get into today's this game, I should say, I skipped through the league table from last game. That's where we're sitting. We're sitting in third after that defeat. 3 points behind Southampton, Huddersfield, and now Bristol City move level with us as well. Yeah, so there's that for you guys, just so you're constantly up to date with everything regarding the league. Now let's quick pick and see what we've got available to us. Badice, board, no. I don't really want to do that, but at the same time, we've kind of got no choice. It's been fantastic so far this season. I think he's got my most assists so far. I think he's got like 5 assists so far this season, which is pretty decent going, to be fair. So we could quite easily hit double figures on the assists this season. In West Brom we've got McTominay. Interesting. McTominay, he's got to be about 30 years old now, isn't he? 31. Maybe even 32, to be fair. It's 10 years, isn't it? So I think he's about 23 at the moment. If I'm not mistaken. The kill up unlucky. Good effort though. Good strike. Let's just have a look. McTominay. 31, yeah. There we go. Gould. That's a shocker. That is a shocker. McSweeney. He's got the pace to hurt teams, and that is a poor effort. Poor effort from a guy who I expect a lot from, based on how well he's done so far this season. Not a bad start, I suppose. We've not been that comfortable, but we've had our first defeat of the season. I think that's going to knock our confidence a little bit, to be honest. No, a win here could see us going to the last state of the Carabao Cup, which is crazy to think we could even get that far. What a ball that is to find McSween. Oh. Defend. Nice on the break now. Hutchie to Middleton. McSween's got to go in. You got to play him in. You've got to play him in. Bidace. That was so slow and right at the end of that attack. Bidace just took all the steam out of it. Playing quite well though. It is promising. Like, we've got a good set of players here, without question. We really do have a good group of young players. They are inexperienced though for the most part. Mbolo, who we know from my Manchester United save that I did earlier on this. Well, late last year, when the game was first released. Mbolo is a beast, without question. Why, man? Scott McTominay, another guy who we know well from our United save as well. Oof. Done the absolute dirty on me. Team switched off and we get punished. Please. Sebastian Waisel. Damn, what a name that is. That is a strong name. Ooh, this guy looks good. Bruno Silva. Hutcher's got injured. Not what we need. Something like that. I think that would probably be better. Chris Willock as well. Damn. It's over. It is over. Two defeats this episode. Fantastic for you guys, of course, to see after we've been undefeated so far this season, and then in this episode it's all come undone. I don't think there's any realistic way back into this game for us, to be honest. Oh, just shocking performances again, man. Christ almighty. God damn. This is where our season could change drastically now, and that's what I'm judging. Oh, I'm absolutely judging it. Because there is a possibility that it could all go tits up very, very quickly. Don't let him turn you like that, are you mad? Let's score a goal, at least a consolation, something to get our teeth into. Oh my god, are you mad? Both of them? Why does it have to be them two? God, we've been demolished, absolutely demolished. Oh God, man. Just end this game and just get it over with, because I can't really be arsed. There we go then, full time whistle. West Brom 4. Hashtag United 0. I think that's what you call a reality check. No, probably not. Yeah, that is what we call a reality check. For sure. So, that being said then, that ends our run in the Carabao Cup. A nice little run to the fourth round, I must admit. That's a lot better than I expected we would have done, but hey ho. We move on now then to focus on all these league games coming up over the winter period, which is difficult. I think we'll we'll play all these off camera, and we might come back for Aston Villa. Yeah, Bristol City and Aston Villa, because they're two teams we are battling with currently in the playoffs in automatic promotion spots, so I think they are the perfect two teams to come back to, and hopefully our form improves. But that, unfortunately, is the end of today's episode. So if you enjoyed today's episode, I would really appreciate it if you would hit the like button, dislike it if you disliked it, comment if you want to comment on it, subscribe if you want to subscribe. Thank you all very much for watching, and I hope to see you in episode number 95. Cheers.